Hello everyone and welcome to Time of Saw Trash. I'm Ben.
I'm James.
And I'm Christian.
Match my intensity, guys.
I'm James. And I'm Christian.
I'm Dan.
In prep for David Fincher's new film, Mank, we're going to be looking at another one of his films. His first film, we're taking a look at Alien 3. A film he has, denounced. It did not do well very commercially. It didn't go very well. But we're going to take a look at it and see and determine if it actually is any good.
If you insist.
The version of the film we're watching today isn't the theatrical cut. We're actually going to be watching something called the assembly cut, which is a little bit longer. It's apparently got his blessing, Fincher's blessing, even though he had no real affiliation with it, at all. Apparently it's more in line with his version of the film. What is everybody's relationship with this film and maybe Alien as a franchise?
Big fan of Alien and Aliens. Alien 3, I've never seen. Alien 3. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I don't really have any expectations except for I know it wasn't as well received.
James?
Yeah, similar to Dan, I've seen both Alien 1 and Aliens. Love it as a franchise. And I'm pretty sure I have seen every Alien film, but I really don't remember much about 3 and 4. I think I watched them once when I was about 16 and never since.
My experience with Alien 3 is one of... I don't remember Alien 3 at all.
Oh God, what happened to you, man? This sounds like you got blackout drunk or something.
Yeah, no. Basically, the first time I watched Alien, I watched Alien, Aliens, Alien 3, and Alien Resurrection back to back, all in one sitting, no breaks. So all of the films for my first viewing kind of blended into one.
You're crazy.
So it's going to be interesting to see how much of this film I actually do remember, because the answer at the moment is not a lot.
I'm not too sure if I've seen this version of the film. I think maybe I'll remember as we watch. I've not seen it in a long time. I've no idea if it's good or not. There's actors in it who I like, so maybe it'll be a fun watch. We'll see. Are we all ready, guys, to give it a go?
Yeah, let's take it away.
Yeah.
Let's find out. Is Alien 3 timeless or is it trash? Let's go. Okay, everybody, so we've just come out of watching the assembly cut of Alien 3, all 2.5 hours. We did it, lads. Proud of us all. I thought it was an interesting watch.
I'll be honest, so I didn't really remember much about this film, and having watched it, I can kind of see why. So it's the first Alien is a masterclass in suspense. And Aliens it went very much action. It's very memorable, and then this is just it. It's not really great at anything. It's not it wasn't awful. I enjoyed watching it. It's not boring by any means. It's just a bit generic and it's a bit forgettable, I would say.
I think the idea of it, landing on what's almost the worst place you could have landed on, a maximum security prison. I quite like that idea. I'm not quite sure in execution it fully worked. There's not many redeemable characters because they're all
but that's the point. They aren't bad characters. They're not poorly written. They're not badly performed. They are good characters of bad people. Yeah.
You got anything to say for yourself?
This film was way different than I remember. I think they were trying to go for somewhere between Alien and Aliens, with the sort of some parts of it being horror-y, some parts of it being action, and it just kind of ended up being sort of a campy, fun Alien film that you can disregard if you want to.
Yeah, I did like the idea that the physiology of the alien was different this time. And so I thought I don't know if that was in the other films, but I enjoyed that as a concept.
So let me get this right then. It came out of a dog in the original cut.
We think.
In the theatrical, it's a dog. Yeah.
It came out of a bison.
An ox bison looking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it coming out of a dog and sort of running on all fours and being a lot faster than a sort of human-orientated alien. Because if you think about back to the first film, it's very humanoid, it's very slow, it's very methodical. Whereas this is just sort of ravenous beast. The first person it encounters, the first thing it does is turn around and take a swing at him and knock him through a fan. It's
I feel like they could have lent into that a lot more and done a lot more with this one's faster, but they don't.
The practical effects, which I enjoyed a lot, generally they were really good. The practical effects for the alien seemed to be like an old style alien from the original film. Like it seemed to be, a humanoid looking creature, and then for all the wide shots and all the CGI shots, which look a bit ropey by today's standards, it was some little rat thing, wasn't it? Like,
clearly the dog.
It was clearly modelled on a dog, right? Yeah, that's it.
If you freeze frame and look at the sort of physiology of the one in Alien 3, it's got like a curved end to its tail, which the other aliens don't. Its shoulder blades have moved. Its entire sort of endoskeleton changes position based on sort of the creature it inhabits first. Its skeleton is more dog-like.
There's just so many great, just absolutely batshit crazy lines and just random bits in this film that I love.
Yeah.
Like, there's one bit where they all sort of think they decide how they're going to kill it, or they're complaining about something, and it just randomly cuts to one guy, and he's like,
Too fucking right, it's right.
"Where's that come from?" There's such
yeah.
random inserts, but I kind of love it.
The best scene in the film is where the warden is taken out of the kitchen, and it cuts the guy just going,
Fuck!
It's
He's the most relatable guy in any film.
Bodies just explode in this for absolutely no reason. The alien will hit someone with a tail and they'll chunk into pieces.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, Danny, because you hadn't seen it, did you know, and if you didn't, how did you feel that Hicks and Newt were just unceremoniously, brutally, one was mangled with a pipe and one was drowned?
No, it was pretty brutal, really. On one level, I respect it, that it's taking a risk. It's not just doing what's predicted. It's an interesting choice, definitely. I can see why people wouldn't be happy with it. But I mean, one of the best things about it, I thought, was that I started out watching it trying to predict who was going to die. Who was going to die based on how sympathetic they were and what kind of arc they would have in a cliched kind of story of this type. And I soon realised that I just needed to stop. Let's say the moment Charles Dance was just completely dispensed with. Did Charles Dance just get brained?
Yeah, he's gone.
Yes, man. Totally and utterly written out of the film in an instant.
It was a good scene because it's the scene where you get to know him and you understand his backstory and you go, okay, now we sympathise and we're kind of on his side now. He'll help Ripley. No.
Yeah. He was like, oh, I got off lightly, wasn't he? And the alien was obviously there just going, yeah, you did actually.
Speaking of the Doctor, I'll tell you what I want to know about him. Why is he so into shoes?
Who was it?
Murphy.
How do you know?
That's his boot.
Why does this guy know exactly what Murphy's boots look like at half a glance?
I imagine they would have all worn the same style of shoe.
What I would have thought.
It's
standard issue.
It's just poor writing. That's all the critiques we have of the film all comes down to I think the quite famous troubled, horrendous production, which is I think what led Fincher to disown the film.
I did notice that it did have hallmarks of a film that had just been sort of slightly stitched together. There were certain cuts that didn't quite feel right. The end sort of confrontation with the xenomorph where it's just charging around all the corridors, which I did enjoy just because I love that POV shot. It felt like that was also just kind of stitched together a little bit. I didn't quite know where characters were, physically in the scene, and suddenly one identical bald guy is killed and another one appears, and then suddenly Ripley's there, and it's where did she come from? And it's just it's all a little bit disorientating.
I think one of my favourite just weird jump cuts is we get the scene where a bunch of the prisoners sort of corner Ripley and try to attack her. And it's it's not a very pleasant scene, and then it just jump cuts to a dude fly kicking a cigarette machine going, oh yeah, cigs! Such a weird jump of tones there. It was very bizarre.
I do wish we got more of Paul McGann's Golic though, the one with all the blood on his face, who when totally mental. I wish he was used more than just a plot device to get the alien out.
No more cigarettes for you.
You had the whole act where, it's like, let's trap the xenomorph in this room that it can't get out of, and let's have this whole conceit of, like, we're going to lay a trap for it, and, you know, blah de blah. That amounted to absolutely nothing in the end. It didn't push the plot any closer to resolution in any way. It was literally like a 25-minute section that was completely undone by Golic's insanity and wanting to release it. It was like what was that whole section even trying to say? It wasn't like, if anything, it said the alien isn't as dangerous as we can make out. It's possible to trap it. So,
like the scene where Golic's seen it, and then he goes to the cafeteria and he's eating like the milk or whatever, and he turns around, he's got the blood in his face and his teeth are all grim. That's really good.
Yeah.
Then that's like, it's undercut by the guy dropping every single plate like one at a time.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
Alec?
I was going to say, it's the fact that it's not one beat. It's like, dunk, 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 dunk.
Yeah. It's, oh. How strange was it? Pete Postlethwaite was in it. But
he was in it, yeah.
Why?
Had a few
Why did he
lines.
take the role?
I think clearly he would have had some other role in the plot, but that's just been cut, and he's just been turned into another expendable prisoner, really.
Yeah.
So I wonder what the story was there. I'm kind of intrigued to find out
It is intriguing. We should probably look into it
before we review it online.
before we review it online. Yeah.
Door 3! F channel closed! I hope.
A very strange affair, but ultimately made for an interesting watch, boys.
Yeah.
I generally can't quite tell what to call this film.
Let's go around the room then. What do we
Yeah.
think?
It is weird because it's not like an incredible quality film that stood the test of time, but for how much I enjoyed it, I don't think I can sit there and call it trash, so I'm gonna have to put my neck on the line and call this one timeless.
I think it had good ideas on paper, some decent scenes, but strangely unintentional comedy, kind of poor character work. Other than I can't. Oh god.
Ben, timeless or trash? Timeless or trash?
Trash.
I'm glad I watched this film, but there was just a little bit too much trash in there for me. I think we got the dodgy CGI, that's definitely not timeless. We've got the slightly dodgy editing, not timeless. Just generally speaking, I don't think this film is timeless. So I'm going to say trash.
Christian, it's all down to you.
Yeah,
It's 2v1 at the moment.
it is. Now watching this back in relation to knowing what Alien has become with Prometheus and Covenant, which are trash, I would say I far prefer this to what Alien is now. However,
Oh god, I don't know where he's going.
I am still gonna call this film trash.
Oh wow.
Well, there you have it.
So great.
So that's 3 trashes to 1 timeless.
It's not trash though.
It's not heavy trash. It's not hard
Yeah, I was gonna
trash.
say it's not unwatchable trash. It's enjoyable trash.
The viewers have to remember that even though this is called timeless or trash, we pick these films because I think we're going to enjoy it either way, even if we deem it trash. Trash isn't necessarily a negative thing. It's just it's not timeless, is it? It's trash. Alien 3 is trash.
Alright, well cheers for watching everybody. If this video does quite well and we get some comments, let us know. Should we do Alien Resurrection, guys? Let us know, everybody. Do we keep going? Is Prometheus trash?
We don't need to watch the film together to know the answer to that, right?
Alright, thank you for watching everybody. And I guess we'll see you for the next one, yeah guys?
And remember to like and subscribe to the channel. Do you want to do the outro again, Ben, or should we stick with this slightly awkward end?
I like the team up, we all do it
Yeah,
together. You've ruined it, Danny.
Okay then.
Remember as well, hit that little bell icon, tells you when we're posting new videos. Stay tuned for more stuff.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.